It's a time-honored tradition, the changing of the guard at the tomb of the unknown soldier at Arlington Cemetery. On the hour, every hour from October to the end of March, and every half hour from April 1st to September 30th. Like clockwork, the Sentinels keep close watch on this hallowed ground that draws curious visitors year-round. Regardless of the elements, the grave is guarded with reverence and respect around the clock.
For us, it doesn't matter what day of the week it is. It doesn't matter if it's Christmas morning, if it's a hot day, a cold day, if it's thunderstorms, if it's raining, if it's a hurricane, or if it's a coronavirus. We're always here, we are always guarded. I think it's important for us to show to this country that we haven't forgotten, that we will never forget the sacrifices that these soldiers made, the missing in action, the unknowns made.
Established in 1921 with the unidentified remains of a soldier from World War I, this sacred site serves as a symbolic grave for all war dead whose remains have not been found or identified. The large sarcophagus contains an unknown soldier from World War I, unidentified service members from World War II, and the Korean War lie in front of the sarcophagus, and the middle grave sits empty. It represents thousands of missing service members from Vietnam.
This is the largest veteran cemetery that there is. This is the final resting place for our heroes, and I have been so honored to be the senior enlisted advisor here. The last and final thing that happens in a soldier's career is here. It's the last chance that the military has to honor a comrade and honor a fallen hero.
The changing of the guard takes months to perfect, but just a few minutes to execute. The routine is practiced to precision by the Sentinels, who are members of the 3rd U.S. Infantry Regiment. There has been one on duty in front of the tomb every minute of every day since 1937. For those who are selected, it's one of the highest honors that a soldier can perform and treated as such.
When you first get down here, the goal is never supposed to be about the badge. I think I can speak for every single Sentinel here. We would do our job just as hard, just as well, if this badge never existed. If you really know what you're doing, you're guarding the unknown soldiers who gave everything. Their parents never got to bury them, ever. And you are out there guarding the unknowns for those people who never got that satisfaction of burying their loved ones. And I just feel an overwhelming sense of pride to be able to do that.
Millions of people from around the world have visited the tomb, whether to honor military service and sacrifice, mourn a loved one, or watch the wreath-laying ceremony. It's a solemn but meaningful experience. Memorial Day and Veterans Day are the most popular days for visitors to pay their respects.
When we feel closest to the unknowns is when no one's here. It's in the middle of night when we're still guarding at 2 a.m. It's when a blizzard is going on and no one's here, or when it's incredibly hot. For us, that's when it's very personal. I feel like after serving here over a certain amount of time, you honestly feel like you have a connection to our nation's past, because you feel like you are connected to them.
It is requested that everyone remain silent and standing.
This undoubtedly is a sacrifice to all the families who have tomb guards who are serving here. I honestly have the utmost respect for my fellow tomb guards, regardless of what's going on around us.